Greetings, gamers. Radical Cleric here, Stormrisers.com forums. My only claim to fame. Just wanted to continue the video series, try to help people understand this beautiful game.
Keeping my eyes peeled.
This first little trick is a slingshot maneuver.
Infiltrator unit ready.
Sending my commander forward as fast as possible as usual, and then use indirect order to grab that second unit.
On the move. Anywhere.
And it's kind of like a little bit of a headshot move in a first-person shooter because you are moving and you're also targeting. My commander actually stopped there, but sometimes I do it while he's moving. The point is to just get to the nodes quick and use all of the movement orders
captured
in the game. I'm also gonna upgrade my refineries here,
En route.
get a little economy boost
refinery.
for the first battle.
Going now.
Refinery has been built.
Monitoring that the build right there in that little slider,
Refinery has upgrading refinery to level 2. Upgrading refinery to level 2.
and it's just kind of going back and forth between your two units right now, not really stressing out too much. You know, like looking into the sky back there to see if the enemy has air units.
Refinery has been upgraded.
Trying to send them to the right place at the right time. With, you know, the first try, second try, so you don't have to keep microing your guys. That helps. You know, it's just good practice, and it helps for when actual battles start happening. It'll increase your
I'm moving out.
skill. In this game, this is really a skill game. You have to be good at using whip select, the come here button, the indirect orders. You have to get good at using your zoom like that to see what's coming.
Gonna take.
And you have these cool moments where you have to scout, and then you have to build your economy, then you have to fight, then you have to micromanage your special abilities to win little gambits.
Move with caution.
So these elite snipers are gonna try to get one more node.
Refinery to level 2.
My commander here is basically, I can tell he's gonna win this battle, right? I've already calculated what he's fighting up against, and I don't really have to worry about it too much. And I'm just watching my economy rise here, and waiting to see what the enemy sends before I build too many units so I can counter properly. And I just love watching stuff like that. Like, you play this game to watch cool stuff go down as much as you play to make cool plays.
We'll be there quickly.
This is the best RTS I've ever seen for just sitting back and watching the gameplay itself. And because your units have such a high level of artificial intelligence, you know, they make a lot of decisions, and you just gotta let them make the decisions. Like, you know, I'm not targeting anything here. They're just firing on that node. I use the playbook to switch to demo bombs.
Ranger sighted.
And they throw some at the infantry here too. This is a great shot. Just decimates the whole group, right? Nice blast radius, send them into cover. And I use the come here button a second ago to bring that purple rain down on those boys with some air support. So that little capture was all about microing those infiltrators properly and bringing in air support at the right time. And I'm kind of watching both sides of this battle there. See, I know where my aircraft is, what they're doing. They're helping out those infiltrators, and I know my commander can handle this spot. So I build a warp gate here so I can start spitting out units at a more forward position.
Prowlers standing by. Raid spotted. Prowlers standing by.
Just whipping around to the nodes, upgrading them if I can. Your nodes won't upgrade if they're being attacked, just for your information.
Enforcers.
And those icons there I'm looking at, that's through the wall there, that's what my air support is showing.
Enforcers standing
so I know what's happening to those infiltrators.
Gonna stay sharp. Enforcers.
And if you notice when I'm sending that unit out, you can hold the command button down and actually rotate the direction your unit will face when it lands.
Ready to stop them and drop now.
And that's key to actually getting the advance on the attack. There's some really cool graffiti in this game too. They just, graphically speaking, I don't know how anyone could complain. This is a really beautiful game. The lines are so clean. All the units are so fun to just watch. And they're really, really beautiful to look at. You know, it's great work by the art team.
Rangers sighted.
and I'm just sending in some walkers directly. My strategy on this match was to go straight through the middle.
Rolling.
And that was the come here button, that sound.
Moving out now.
And I'm just kind of trying to show you different ways to move your units around without having to use whip select. I mean, I just send one unit away from the clump of units, and then hit the come here button. There, I'm doing it again.
Nothing but suicide.
Hitting the come here button as that first unit is moving, so it just spreads my units out. I can put my other my enemy into crossfire by doing that.
Unit lost.
Let's see what this suit can do.
And I all but killed the commander there. The side commander makes a crazy comeback right here. That's her there in the middle, that red upside down triangle. And she just barely stays alive, but destroys all my stalkers. She just killed my commander there. And she basically saves this node from being captured. I capture it for just a second up here, but as you can see, she's just taken down one unit after another. And that was just a good play by the computer, really. The commanders are very powerful units. And see, she's just back there staying at range, shooting at all my units, and because it's the commander, her guns are real powerful, and she can just basically blow up any of those units with 1 or 2 hits. Try to send some infantry into cover here just to kind of hold this forward point, but I wasn't building units fast enough against that assault, and now I just have to make a slow, steady recovery. But my tactic, my strategy in this game is to just push through the middle. You can go around the sides on this map, and I usually do all 3 there, send infantry around both sides to capture as many nodes as possible, keep the income going. But because I made it this far through the center, I decided to just keep pushing through.
Stopping here for a moment. Where do you need us?
Eventually I monitor the topographical map to make sure the enemy hasn't advanced too far on either side. And I should have been looking at that, but I haven't done that yet in this game. I can tell where most of their army is just by having to fight them right here. You really get a feel for your economy once you play a bunch of these games. I mean, there's a lot of things you have to kind of memorize and learn to actually get to a high level of play of this game. And again, it's just because this game was so different, and most RTS players, I don't think they're really open to high-speed RTS on console. They just feel it's never possible, but these guys completely succeeded in their attempt to bring RTS to console, and they had to reinvent RTS to do that, and that's why it really is a work of genius.
I'm en route.
You almost have to be a genius to play this game. You gotta just unlearn what you have learned and start over